guys, so this video is going to be a beginner's prom makeup look using all drugstore products, and I'm also going to be showing you a new brush set as well which I'm reviewing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. So the brushes that I'm using in this video are these ones, and obviously this isn't a brush. This is the case that the brushes come in. They're by a brand called NYS Boutique, I think. And oh my gosh, you guys, like, look how adorable these are. So they come with a beauty blender, and all of these brushes are pink. I am such a sucker for cute packaging. So you get 5 brushes in here, and you basically have a brush for everything that you would need for your face. So you have a double-ended kind of eyeliner eyebrow brush. You have a fluffy eyeshadow brush. There is a flat kind of foundation brush. There is a kind of contour blush brush, and then there is a powder brush. And then you also get a beauty blender, and they all match, like they're all the same colour. I just think they're so cute. This video isn't sponsored, I just thought I'd review them for you guys because I thought some of you might be interested. And this whole set, including the case that it comes in, is $29.99. So you get 5 brushes, a beauty blender, and a travel case. So the first thing I'm going to do, which I'm quite excited about, is go and run my beauty blender under water, because you're supposed to like wet them before you use them and make sure that they all like expand. Okay guys, so I don't know if you can see this. Look how much it grew. How cool. And you could also use this flat top brush for foundation to kind of buff it in, but I want to try using the beauty blender just because it's really excited me. So a foundation that I've been loving recently, which I would really recommend for prom, is the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour Foundation. And you guys have heard me talk about this a lot, and I have the shade Porcelain. And I'm just going to dot it onto my face, and I'm just going to bounce this into my skin. I feel like I should really use like makeup sponges more, just because they give you such like a flawless finish and such a natural finish at the same time. Okay, so now that I've done my foundation, I'm going to use a bit of concealer, and for this I'm using my Lasting Perfection Concealer by Collection. So I'm taking the pointy end of the beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend out my concealer. Okay, so there's a couple of brushes you could use for powder. There is this one, and there's also the flat top one, which is meant for foundation, but you could use this for powder as well. But I think I'm going to use the bigger brush, and these are really, really soft. I never actually did a close-up, so here's a close-up. They have the little logo on the side, and they're just so pretty, like they're just so cute. So I'm using my NYC powder, and if you don't have oily skin, you don't necessarily need to powder all over your face, but because I have oily skin, I definitely need to powder all over my face. Otherwise, my foundation just doesn't stick. I do like this powder brush. It's very nice kind of consistency, that's not the right word. It's just nice feeling, like it's really, really soft, and it applies just the right amount of powder. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the eyes. For starters, I'm going to apply my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk all over my eyelid, just as like a base. And then for my eyeshadow, I'm just going to take a couple of colours from this Makeup Revolution Iconic 3 palette, and this is supposed to be a dupe for the Naked 3, and I thought it went very well with the whole kind of like pinky theme of this makeup. So I'm taking some of this colour here, and I'm just going to put this through my crease, and this little brush looks quite fluffy, so I'm hoping it will be like a good kind of all-rounder brush. The reason I don't use this eyeshadow palette much is because I feel like it's not that pigmented. I feel like a lot of people love it, but I prefer the MUA ones, to be honest. But with the NYX like base underneath it, it's actually a lot more pigmented, if that makes sense. Okay, so now that I've got that into my crease, I'm going to take some of this light shimmery pink colour, and I'm going to put this kind of all over my eyelid. Okay, so now that I have that through my eyes, I'm taking some of this kind of purpley shimmery colour, and I'm just going to work this onto the kind of outer V of my eye, like outer part of my eye. And then just going to kind of wipe the brush on the back of my hand, and then use it to kind of blend out the edges. So I'm then just going to do the same with that colour under my lower lash line. And then I'm putting the light shimmery colour on the kind of inner corner area. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to eyeliner. For my eyeliner, I'm using my Miss Sporty Studio Lash The Meow Look, as always. By the way, I forgot to mention I really did like this eyeshadow brush for doing my eyeshadow, obviously. It's kind of fluffy, but then it's also like kind of flat at the same time. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's kind of like oval shaped, so it's good for kind of like blending out the crease. But then also because it is quite flat, it's really good for kind of getting underneath and also for like just doing your whole eyelid. I'm going to use the white side of my L'Oreal double extension and then this Rimmel Super Curler one, which I don't particularly like, but I'm going to use it anyway. Okay, so I've done my mascara, and obviously if you want you can use fake lashes, but because this is a beginner's look I'm not going to use any lashes. So I'm now going to move on to my eyebrows, and for this I'm using the double-ended eyeliner eyebrow brush, and it's got a little spoolie on the end, which is so handy. I wish every eyebrow brush had this. And then I'm using my Freedom brow pomade in the shade Taupe. So I'm then just using a clear mascara to fill in my brows, not fill in my brows, to set my brows in place. So for my contour, highlight and blush, very handily, I recently got this Makeup Revolution Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit in the shade Ultra Fair, and this has got a bronzer, highlighter and blush, and the reason I got this is because I saw that Chloe Morton used the highlighter in one of her like recent videos. So the brush that I'm going to be using to contour is this kind of angled cheek brush. So for my blush, I'm going to take this blusher, and then for the highlight I'm just using this one. So for the final stage I'm going to use this lipstick by Collection in the shade China Rose. So overall, I think this is a really lovely brush set. I think it would be so good for beginners, especially like if you're just starting out with makeup and you don't want to be like overwhelmed with brushes, because I know that there are so many out there. Like, I think this basically has everything you need, well, to create this look anyway. Like, you don't really need anything more than this to create like a really pretty prom look. So I will leave the website down below where you guys can buy these. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I really hope it was helpful if you are a beginner and you're not sure what kind of look you want to wear to prom. I think this is quite a nice like natural prom look, and yeah, I quite like the way it turned out. So if you guys did find this helpful, please give it a thumbs up. I hope you all have a lovely time at prom if you have a prom to go to. Also, if you guys aren't subscribed to my channel, it would be amazing if you would subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!